But IG, they go into the Shadow Demon. Ursa was picked up here for Newbee. And
yeah, it makes me think they possibly setting up for something like a TB here next pick as well on IG. One of these illusion carries. I mean, Jug's still in the pool as well, which is okay. I think this Ursa is a bit of a problem. I mean, the Purge is really good against the Ursa as well. They have decent ways of trying to kite him around. You know, they have the Stomp, the Sven Stun, the Purge from the Shadow Demon. But we've seen an Ursa once today already between two Chinese sides, and Yang played that hero super well. It was very impressive.
yeah, wasn't even sitting top of the net worth, but you know, when you're able to take advantage the way Yang was, he could be a very effective hero, especially early. We were talking about his movement speed, and here with the Earth Spirit, I think he could be a problem again.
I think he has 330 base movement speed on Ursa now, which is absolutely ridiculous. Let me check that. I think that's right.
Invictus Gaming turned
Weaver. Don't see Weaver that much
Okay.
anymore.
I mean, they don't have good lockdown at the moment on IG, so the Weaver pick's pretty strong. Again, it doesn't really show where they were laning the Weaver or the Ursa either. Like, both these heroes can lane anywhere. So we'll have to see. Does SCCC play Nature's Prophet?
10 seconds remaining.
I think he has before.
And I think it was recently too.
So they're not showing whether it's a Nature's Prophet 5 or a Nature's Prophet mid. They can wait until the last pick to decide when they see the whole of IG's lineup. So depending on the matchup, they could put the Nature's Prophet mid if they like. They need some kind of lockdown here at the moment. Maybe something like a Void, but it sounds really rubbish in lane at the moment. Up against the Ursa and the Weaver. Like, you lose both of those lanes, no matter who you get matched up against.
And I like this draft from IG. I mean, all three of their heroes provide some sort of lockdown, and they take the Void. So, all four heroes providing lockdown, and the right-click potential from both the Void and the Sven.
Like, the Void's really nice with the draft in general, like, especially with the ET and things, but it's going to have a really rough laning stage. I'm not sure about this. It's okay in the long term, but in the short term, the lanes could collapse. Like, just completely collapse in on themselves. I imagine they'll probably do like a Sven Shadow Demon off lane now, and then just put the ET with the Void in lane. I think the ET does a much better job of protecting him than the Shadow Demon would. So they need more damage to output into the Chrono or something here now. OD's been banned. Oh yeah, I was just saying Invoker might be okay, but again, it's a bit greedy. That gets banned out anyway.
5 seconds remaining.
What else could they put in on top of the Chrono? It's a decent puck game. It doesn't output damage into the Chronosphere, but the silence is super useful here. Up against heroes like the Weaver and the Earth Spirit, even the Ursa.
No, I know you didn't like that suggestion, and I don't really like this suggestion. But I'm thinking, you've got Weaver, you've got Nature's Prophet. Maybe you go 4 Ursa or 5 Ursa, Earth Spirit 4, and then throw a Drow into the mix for Newbee. I mean, you've got little to no lockdown, but you just commit to the aura with Weaver and Nature's Prophet.
I think
I said horrible suggestion.
Yeah, I think Drow's just such a weird hero at the moment. It's difficult to make it work, especially with they have good gap close on with something like the Void. Yes, you have the Gust, but when you get something like a Manta or a BKB, you basically just have to run away on the Drow. I'm not sure about this Morana. I don't know how I feel about it.
There's opportunity here, at least with the lockdown. This is.
They are going to put the Nature's Prophet mid, I think, by the looks of it. It looks really strong up against the Morana. It's a good 1v1 lane.
I mean, this
you
game
have the
is
trees
crucial.
That can block arrow and stuff as well.
Yeah, it's Triple C on the Nature's Prophet. Lexi on the Earth Spirit, Alwyn on the offlane Ursa, Faith on the 5-position Shadow Shaman. Now leaves Mugi on the Weaver.
Yeah, I mean, the Shadow Shaman rounds up for their draft really nicely because they needed a little bit more lockdown for the Void, which they have now in the Hex and their Shackles. And it allows them to push, which they don't really do with the Ursa and the Weaver that well. They now have really good objective taking potential as well with the Shaman. I think this is a really nice draft by Newbee. And much better than the draft we saw from them in the game earlier. I really hate seeing these last pick Moranas. It feels like such an average hero. Like, it's okay at so many things, but it's not good at anything. Yes, the arrow's going to be nice. Yes, you farm okay. It doesn't feel like it deals with the Ursa or the Weaver. It's just going to get run down. At least if Ursa roams in mid, the Morana can just leap away. That's something.
There's a lot to get away from this Ursa with Emo and Doodle. I mean, if you can time walk out of here, leap away. I mean, if Alwyn gets too close, you've got lockdown to make sure that he can't really get too close to you, at least in the early parts of this game.
But that's why it was so important that Newbie picked up some more lockdown in their last pick, and I think they've covered that okay. I don't think they should be too worried here. And IG, they have this big ET Void, team fight combination. It'd be interesting to see if they can make it work.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely they've got the combo going on in their favor, I believe.
It's Sven mid up against the Nature's Prophet, and they're putting the Morana with the Shadow Demon in a side lane instead.
You think so?
Yeah, look at the items.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sven's really good against the Nature's Prophet. You have 4 armor. Like, you've got this Stout Shield in the mid lane as well to block damage from the trees and the Nature's Prophet right clicks. Like we said, I thought it was... This is why I was so surprised about the Morana last pick, because I thought it would lose mid really hard, but... Oh.
And the pig so spots him out. 333. Wow. I mean, there's no way they catch up.
It's crazy. He has base 330, then because of his agility, he gets a little bit more. Pretty bonkers. Good hero.
30 seconds to battle.
I wonder if they check the Sven's items as well, so they know it's going to be mid. It looks like they might do. Because Ursa's looking to play mid now, by the looks of it.
Yeah, Alwyn and Blacks, both normally the offlaner.
Right. So now Void's playing mid because they see that the Ursa's mid. What is happening?
Musical lane?
The battle begins.
All about the musical lane.
It's just so important, that intel, that little bit of lane matchup. Like, I almost feel like it was more, and this could be, I feel like it might be wrong, but I think it was more about the right combos. Like, people were more worried about having the right heroes in their own lane, you know what I mean? Or having the tri lane. But now it's like you need to pinpoint these matchups. Like, the matchups are just so important now. Like, it's the most important thing coming into the first 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like, it's taken priority over, many other things, it seems like.
Yeah, you see Emo's walking mid on this Morana just for the matchup against the Ursa. Now the Sven's going to walk top. They want to make sure they don't get this Morana up against the Nature's Prophet. It's such a hard lane. And Sven doesn't want to be going up against the Ursa either. I don't think Ursa cares about this Morana in the mid lane. He's going to be quite happy to just farm up. He has 6 armor to work with. Nothing to worry about.
Come all the way over. Should be, Ollie was getting close to a quicker 2. Spending a little bit of experience. He's also got 2 creeps here under the tower, at least for now, and 2 range creeps that he'd like to not have get denied, and they won't. A little bit of poor timing there from Wexy, but now the Nature's Prophet, he goes over towards mid, so he'll try to get against Emo. It's this musical lanes. We were seeing a little bit of this in previous patches, but it's more that step to get the extra info in the beginning, where you go with these deeper wards, or you go with these deeper movements to try and find where everybody's going to be. The Shikuchi over. Dogfight's going to be able to survive. He's here with Doodle right now against Faith and Mugi.
I mean, that's the power of heroes like Nature's Prophet as well, where they can use the trees to scout, see what lanes are going on. Again, Bounty, another one of these heroes that we used to see where he gets the invis at level 1. Not so much anymore, but... Look at the base damage between the 2 mid laners. The Nature's Prophet has like a +10 on the Morana. It's so difficult for her to last it. You know he gets an illusion room.
Owen getting body blocked heavily here by Black perfectly, too. Doesn't lead to a kill, but that was pretty impressive. They body blocked him for quite a distance.
Yeah, the thing is, like, normally in a raw 1v1, this Ursa would really be bullying the Sven, but Elder Titan hits so hard. They have blocked the big camp with an observer on the Newbie side, so he can't get the extra damage from that. He kind of looks like he might try and stack the small camp a bit. He's just going to try and get the pull through instead. Just try and mess up with the lane equilibrium a little bit.
Oh, he's got the pull, and then we take a look over. As it creeps over here as well towards the bottom lane. As Toodle is now level 3. He's got 2 into the time lock, 1 into the time lock. Nothing into time dilation, and sometimes you see that time dilation 1 value point into it.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he didn't go for a point in it at level 4. It's really good up against the Weaver.
And they've got the Shackle on a Dogfight, so the Ether Shock. This does so much damage here to Dogfights, who has to get under the tower. And survives with that bug on top of him, but that is going to cost him his stick charges.
Yeah, Weaver goes for the pretty standard. It's the 1-1-1 by level 3. It gives you that really good kill potential with the Swarm. He has a really long cooldown at level 1, but again, you've kind of bullied the Shadow Demon all the way up the lane, so it doesn't really matter too much. Dogfight's just going to stack some camps on the way back to base.
And he gets both stacks. Really impressive there, and that's going to be very important coming into the mid-game for IG.
I think it is possible to do all 3 if you cut down a tree between the big camp and the ancient camp. If you like hit the ancient camp, poison the medium camp, and then hit the big, I think you can get all 3. But you know, it takes a little bit of practice.
It's the top echelon of stacking. But, I mean, getting 2 there is great.
Have you seen the videos where heroes like Naga stack like 6 camps at once?
No, actually.
Takes insane micro. Not for me, thank you.
I mean, I know it wouldn't matter at this point, but can't you do it technically with Treant, with Ags?
I don't think...
Black? He's got the War Cry, and Triple C coming around with Wexy. Ollie now gets the sweep that sets up the arrow. Emo just hitting away, but they've got the Shackle that's going to lock in Black with the Rolling Boulder on top of that. And 4 heroes here for Newbie. They get the kill, and that's going to be first blood 5 minutes in.
Again, I hate to say it, but this is the power of these heroes that can just TP across the map. All of a sudden, there's 4 heroes that are collapsing in on you on the top lane, with Faith TPing in as well. And with the Nature's Prophet in the game, you're always going to have the numbers advantage in these fights. Or at least skirmishes that break out.
Still have 4 heroes here.
Yeah, they really wanted to try and play around this 5-minute catapult spawn timing, but unfortunately it doesn't look like they're going to be able to finish off the tower. Probably going to get denied now.
It truthfully felt like IG should have been able to run away with this one, and it's only 1-0, but it's a 1,000 net worth lead for Newbie, where it feels like maybe a little bit of stagnation for IG.
Yeah, but Newbie got the lane advantage that they wanted as well. Oh, they're actually arrowing mid on top of the disruption.
Yeah, they've got this Nature's Prophet. The arrow comes in. They've got Dogfights nearby. Emo gets the kill. He'll leap, as well as use that Starstorm level 3. So grabbing a kill there, and meanwhile, Moogie, he goes over towards top to get Black.
They're actually going to be able to finish off the tower here now as well. There's not anybody here. I mean, ET's there, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to deny it in time. Faith's going to TP to mid to leech some XP now as well. The problem with Shaman as a hero is that it's very XP dependent. Like, you need levels on this hero to make it work.
Yeah, Owen in a lot of trouble, but the right clicks. And then the silence, just getting the time walk away. Owen ends up falling, and now they're going to try and get something else out of this. But there's the ulti from SCCC, and that hits hard onto the Elder Titan as well as Dogfights. Stormhammer, after they get Wexy rolling in to get that kill on a Dogfights, they should be able to trade and will be able to trade with Black coming in.
It's fine though. I mean, Mugi got the tier 1 top tower. He's almost finished his Midas on this Weaver. He's just going to come out on the courier now. They're in a good place on Newbie at the moment. Faith's getting levels in the mid lane. Yeah, I was going to say, this is why you normally see the Shaman. As a position 4, so it allows them a little bit more freedom. Obviously, go for that like, kind of Aether Lens and Blink build. Faith might struggle to see that amount of gold this game, especially with her, his 3 greedy cores.
Faceless Void. He's now got that 6.
Yeah, but they really need more. Like, who at the moment is going to kill somebody in a chrono on his team? Like, they don't have split on the ET being level 6. Maybe if Mirana hits an arrow after the chrono, but you don't really want your cores to be playing together just to find a single kill. It's not really a good time investment.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Even at 3 so far, and it definitely. I like the way Newbie are playing this game, and well, they might be able to get the Mirana on top of this. The Sprout comes in. They've got the silence. There's no way he's able to leap out. The Ether Shock. That's level 3. It's a great amount of damage.
Sharma just gets like a free level in the mid lane in the meantime. Can make a difference. And he's not even got this level 6 yet. If he did this, tier 1 mid would be dead already. Normally you see the Shaman have to wait until he gets the tome to be able to hit this level 6, but he's so close. He doesn't even need it. It's going to free up the tome for the Earth Spirit, which is really nice to help him get more levels online for the silence.
Meanwhile, Rolling Boulder over top. They've got the War Cry. Black has to be careful, but the arrow comes out onto this Earth Spirit. Wexy trying to run away, but the leap and the right clicks. Ooh, is it going to be enough? Does he have another roll?
The shoes.
He's got it in a second. Oh, the arrow follows.
I like how we both patiently, and we just went quiet there just to see if it would finally kill him off. That's a beautiful moment.
It's those moments that I'll never forget.
How's this Ursa doing? He has phase boot. I mean, we saw Yang stop off for the Vlads before the blink last time, but I assume he'll do the same again this game on Arwen. So fast.
385 movement speed. That's so nuts. 457 with the phase boots, and now he's running over as the Rolling Boulder as well as the Boulder Smash. They've got the Shackle. This is an easy one. SCCC coming in to steal it, but he doesn't get it in time. He'll get the right click. And was it? Yeah, Chrono used to get moving.
That was the Chrono into arrow that we talked about.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I mean, it was really nice by both sides actually. They know that the runes are such a big point of contention that people are going to want to contest those. So get a free kill on them. Well, heroes are going to be going for it. And they didn't use the Shaman wards for this tier 1 bot, so especially with this Arcane Rune, Faith's going to want to drop them here for the tier 2.
Puts him on an 84-second cooldown. I mean, that's real nice.
So nice. It's any kind of like long haul cooldown with something like a Black Hole or a Finger or a Serpent wards. Whenever you pick that up an Arcane Rune, you just want to blow it as soon as you can. Just get an objective or a kill. And Newbie now 4k up already. Game's looking really good. For Newbie at least.
And it was that last bit of just having the lockdown here from Faith that the lineup immediately didn't really look amazing, but they've definitely played it to its top potential, I think, right now.
Yeah. I talked about the Vlads on the Ursa. The Nature's Prophet actually went for the Vlads. So that's going to free up the Ursa to go for a Midas. Shock. Didn't see that one coming.
Rolling Boulder, and now they've got the Mirana once again. The silence, no leap. With Shackles coming in, they'll get the kill. SCCC, he'll teleport forward looking for Ali and Black, but unable to get either of them. And into the Roche pit they go.
I mean, the funny thing is, though, that ET starts to stomp by the time they started hitting the Mirana, but the Mirana's dead before the stomp even finishes. That's how quickly they kill her with the burst damage from the Ursa. Like, you have this ET to be able to delay this Roche taking potential, but...
Rolling Boulder, magnetized. With the Serpent wards, I mean, that was the 84-second cooldown. to have these up at this moment, and now he's in a lot of trouble, but ooh, they just don't have it once the Stormhammer comes through, but they're going to TP forward. The Sprout, Chronosphere, surprisingly amazing. That hits on 3 heroes on the side of Newbee, and it only locked in 1, which ended up being the Sven. Really well placed there, as Doodle was able to do work with the Chronosphere, but Mugi doing a lot of damage. Alwyn comes up to clean up Emo. And now they'll get another one in Ollie.
Oh, he gets out.
Doodle. He's silenced, Geomagnetic Grip, but he's made it his escape. That was such a good Chronosphere, and it didn't end up being, you know, a fight in their favor.
Did they even find a kill? I think they killed Faith, didn't they? That was the only hero they killed with that whole combo. And now they're 2 big ults on cooldown. I don't see Newbee stopping this pressure coming out, especially now the big ults are down. Like, what are they scared of if the Chrono's not up? It feels like they should be able to take the rest of these tier 2s on the map. 1 in top, 1 in mid. And they're basically just going to start starving out IG from the map with the 3 greedy cores that they have. To avoid the Sven and the Mirana, all needing farm.
And it really doesn't feel like they can do too much in the early game where, you know, it seems like their team fight's heavily reliant on the Chronosphere.
Yeah, and if you look at Newbee's lineup, what cooldown are they waiting for? Like, this Prophet can fight all the time, Weaver can fight all the time, Ursa can fight all the time. It's only really the Serpent Wards to allow you to take objectives easier that they might be waiting on, but if not, they're just going to be looking for these skirmishes and +1 kills all the time.
They're going for the Midas here on the Void. Are they even going to get enough time for that to return its investment? There's so much pressure coming out from Newbee right now. You have one tier 2 left.
The thing is, they know that they don't really care about playing this early game easy. There's a fight going bot, but Newbee's just already there because Nature's Prophet.
They look for dogfights. They've got the Sprout. They'll continue forward. Emo's made his way over. Alwyn slowed up quite a bit. SCCC staying on the sides. Wexy comes in with a rolling boulder. He stayed out over into the trees on the right side with a Shackle to follow it up. But now a sweep on a couple of these heroes. Chronosphere comes out. But, yeah, you're going to need some extra damage with that to make that worth anything.
Mugi just doesn't care. Look at him. Like, SCCC's TPing in.
Dogfights is still somehow alive. But now, I mean, they found the better prize. The Sven.
Like, well, how do you stop this? You don't have Chrono. They're just going to take your base. Okay, Sven buys back. They're going to play it safe. They're going to get out. But tier 3, already down to 500 HP. Oh dear. When this Nature's Prophet gets an Orchid, I don't think any of these heroes survive that if they get Sprout Orchid. I like that Shadow Demon's picked up a Quelling Blade. ET's picked up a Quelling Blade as well. And Void and Sven, they've actually got 4 Quelling Blades to try and get out of this Sprout. So they understand how annoying it's going to be. I've watched too many Sprout easy clips. Yeah.
It's that
They know how important
PTSD.
it is to have a Quelling. Poor Artusi.
Never gonna live it down. Black, meanwhile, I mean, he's going to take out the stack. He's going into the Blink Dagger after picking up this Vlad's again. The Midas is picked up here for Doodle. He's going immediately into the BKB.
He doesn't have a choice. Like, he needs a way of purging off this Orchid that comes out from the Nature's Prophet. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to do anything in these fights. And not even that, it's the Shaman and the Earth Spirit as well. Like, normally you would go for something like a Manta first, but he knows that if he doesn't go BKB, he's not going to chance to build a BKB this game. He's just going to get picked off and killed. So you have to try and have the strongest team fight that they possibly can to hold their high ground here. And BKB allows that.
Such a disadvantage here for IG. I mean, they're getting choked off everywhere. I mean, where do you really feel safe to farm? Every time they've come out past where their tier 2s, at least in most of these lanes, used to stand, they're getting attacked. So how do you find farm? How do you come back when the aggression from Newbee is just so heavy?
But that's the Nature's Prophet, right? Where if any of the other 4 heroes find somebody by themselves, they can get picked off so quickly. Because the Nature's Prophet just TPs in with this Orchid and just brings them down. Even if it's something like Faith, you can just drop the Hex, drop the Shackles. You can even drop the wards if you want to make sure like it's a Void kill or something. They're just getting out-farmed. When you have these big team fights available, oh. Okay, well Faith has an Aether Lens. I said he wouldn't get that amount of farm.
Stormhammer on 2, but the Geomagnetic Grip is going to be there. As well as the Orchid coming out onto the Sven. He's got the Warcry, which is keeping him alive for now, but the Shackle comes out one more time, and SCCC will get the kill. Doodle looking for a Chronosphere, but he doesn't have a Sven. The Geomagnetic Grip comes out, as well as the Boulder Smash. And then the Rolling Boulder on top of it. They'll look for the sweep. It's completely avoided. Alwyn comes in. They'll get the kill on Ollie. They'll look for Doodle. He's trying to run away. The Rolling Boulder once again. And now moving forward with the Orchid back up. The arrow will hit onto Alwyn, but it's not going to matter. Faith has a double kill. 3 heroes dead on the side of IG. Newbee just continually. You come out to farm for a split second, and Newbee are there.
They had a sentry down that saw the Void Invis, which is really unfortunate for Dougal, but... I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the most amount of farm Faith has ever seen in his life on the Shaman. He is so rich with this Aether Lens now, and you saw it meant he could cast the Hex from the trees down in the bot lane from his like next to his tower. Morana just has no chance. It's
Get the sweep on a movie.
Alright.
Meleerax is gone, and they grab it. SCCC is going to be the one who picks it up. Mugi's able to TP out, and IG now behind 13,000 net worth. I mean, the only completed item here for the Faceless Void is this Midas. What do you do?
I mean, it's really difficult. Their lanes just didn't go as they wanted. Faith has had an amazing game on the Shaman. It's so difficult for them to make plays across the map just because there's so much pick-off potential. And this is the problem when you pick big team fight against like a skirmish lineup from Newbee. They are going to constantly be aggressive, constantly looking for fights, and you can't keep up with their tempo at the moment. And I really like this item choice for Arwen as well on this Ursa. Instead of going for the Blink, he's just built a Diffusal. He can run people down anyway. He's so fast. He doesn't need the Blink to engage because he has the Shaman and the Earth Spirit to be the ones initiating for him instead.
Here's the initial leap. SCCC a little bit short on where he was TPing, but it's not going to matter. Now they've got themselves the Orchid because turning around was Emo, the Chronosphere, 4-man. But the Earth Splitter's okay. They've got the Serpent Wards down. There's the nice little catch there for the Shadow Shaman, but it's not going to be enough. They'll take out the Sven. They lose SCCC, so a little bit of a positive there for IG, but the Bash has come out on Wexy as he tries to run away. They've got the Shackle one more time. Dogfights goes down. There's going to be 2 heroes down on the side of IG. They also lose Ollie, so make that a third. And the TP attempt, Doodle will escape. 3 heroes dead on the side of IG for just the Nature's Prophet.
I mean, that's about as good as it's going to get. They got a 4-man Chrono into a 4-man Earth Splitter, and they still lost the fight 3-1. I don't really know how it gets much better than that for them. Yeah, okay, 5-man Chrono to Splitter, but it's just not realistic. And Newbee aren't going to make that same mistake again where they group people up quite as much there.
Yeah, it was really just them chasing and hoping that they could get a couple of kills here. But now they TP over. They've got Alwyn nearby. 2 leaps, but Diffusal comes in. A 3rd leap. The ulti from SCCC one more time. And it's just that damage pushing him away. You try to farm and you're turned around. Immediately, you're turned around. You're not able to farm in these lanes.
So hard. They're just stuck in their base at the moment. Roche is back up again, which I imagine Newbee are going to try and take here. They take the Shrine before, though, from taking that tier 2 bot. Just to make sure there's less TP points for IG to try and go to. Void is getting towards that BKB though. I'm not sure how much of a difference it's going to make, but it will stop him getting chain stunned and hexed by the Shaman and Earth Spirit.
So they grab themselves the Aegis.
Yeah. But now they have the Aegis on the Weaver as well. You can't even chrono the Weaver and kill him. Because, I mean, up against these big teamfight spells, Aegis is just so valuable. Like, you chrono him once, you kill him, yeah, maybe. But you're not going to kill him a second time. So how do you deal with this Weaver in a fight now? Ursa, not Ursa, sorry. Nature's Prophet took cheese as well, so you have to burst him down in the duration of a chrono, which I'm not sure they can before he pops that cheese.
Playing forward from Black, they actually missed the geomagnetic grip, but the lower smash will hit on the emo. The rest of the team start to form in over towards top and maybe change their idea over towards mid with these treants and a creep coming in, or a couple of creeps coming in. Serpent wards go down, and yeah, they're going to commit to the mid.
Just play around the wards. Like, how do they engage? Like, they're trying to chip away at these wards, but with the Ursa standing behind, it's really difficult.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
He has BKB on the Ursa as well.
They'll take the tier 3, they'll take the shrine. I mean, Newbee's just playing this methodically. They make sure that they can take, you know, take a tower, back off, take the shrine, stay pressuring, make sure that IG can't really find a spot to farm, and if they try to come out and farm even the slightest, I mean, they pay for it.
Yeah, and they've got the hard initiation now. Faith just picked up a blink. It's back in base at the moment. But yeah, like you said, they don't want to push up high ground and make a silly mistake here. That's the only way IG get back into the game, is if Newbie mess something up there. There's no reason to push for something that they don't need to. Say that they have like a 95% chance to win the fight if they run high ground there. There's no point still, because if they have like a 99% chance to win the fight when Shaman has wards again, why would you take an unnecessary risk? Don't give IG anything. They're stuck in their base. They're not farming. No reason to be worried.
Starve them out. I mean, look at how... This is based on getting the tier 3, getting the shrine, and after that it was 16,000 net worth. From that point on, it's been strictly farming. And it goes up 4,000 net worth because really IG aren't allowed to leave the base. I mean, they get pressured. They're not... Even when they leave the base, this is what happens. Emo's forced to leap and blink and navigate this tree area, or this forest area, to not farm anything.
I love that he picked up a blink on Morana just to try and split push and keep the game alive. Like, it's the only choice he has.
Shadows take us.
Okay, that gets you a good D-ward on the Dire side. Try and take away some of that vision from Newbee. And Sven picks up 2 bounty rooms. They pick up 3 bounty rooms. They're back in the game. And Void has BKB, so they could look... Okay, well... They could have looked for something.
Yeah, Ali gets taken out, and again, it's just... We're going to find you. You go out of your base, and it's not a hard task to get you guys. And Newbee continue to just choke him out. And here's Black throwing the Stormhammer. That'll come through on Alwyn, who's in a little bit of trouble. The Starstorm comes down with the Boulder Smash. Is there with the BKB. Pop by the Ursa. Another Rolling Boulder is going to be on top of that, but Emo trying to run away with the Serpent Wards laid down. Black moving over. Lexi is inside the trees, so it's a close dance between the two of them as he's silenced up with SCCC making the TP over. The Orc is going to be doing a lot to make sure that he can't do much of anything. The Shackle is still holding him. They've got the Earth Splitter, which takes out Alwyn, but it's only going to be the first kill for the side of IG in this whole exchange. The buyback comes out from the Shadow Demon. Ali is able to make it away. Black just able to make it back into the base with a little bit of health. McGee's BKB runs out. They've got the Orchid one more time, and he's able to break free. But again, you only take the Ursa. You've lost your mid-set of racks, and you were forced buybacks.
This is it, they just keep playing around the Serpent Wards. It's fine. They got the mid-racks just while they were fighting the whole time. There's a buyback from the Shadow Demon as well. They're just winning every trade at the moment. So far ahead. They could wait for the third Roche if they really wanted to, but they're probably just going to keep pushing with the wards whenever they're up. And I still can't believe how farmed Faith is. Like, if you look at where the Elder Titan is at the moment, that's normally where Faith is. It's at like about 2 to 3k net worth at this point in the game.
7,600 net worth, blank Aether Lens. You were talking about there may not be a point where he gets that kind of farm, but he hit the Aether Lens. Newbee continued to just snowball out of control. And and he is so farmed at the moment, and they almost spot Black. But they come over mid, they've got the Shackle, and an easy kill on Doodle, who, by the way, just bought out on a Mask of Madness. So he's got absolutely no gold to buy back.
Well, okay. Well, he's going for the trifecta of farming items, by the way. He's got Midas, Master of Madness, and he's got a Battle Fury.
They go for the Shadow Demon. Dogfight's in a lot of trouble with the long-range rolling boulder. The arrow is going to be a complete whiff. They'll get the kill into Dogfights. He's going to be dead for 72 seconds. The Warcry gets used by Black as Emo. He missed the arrow just a moment ago, so doesn't really have anything to get in onto this fight as Moonlight Shadow in the Starstorm, but 'tis just a flesh wound. And this is Mega Creeps.
It's such a shame for IG as well, because this is such an important game, and it feels like they've gone out here with like a little bit of a whimper in their last game. Not really how they wanted to finish off here.
Especially, you know, winning 3 games today. That really kept them out of last place. They beat EG today, they beat VP today, they beat RNG today, and now it's Newbee who are really just doing them dirty.
Yeah, well, you only get 3 wishes from a lamp, don't you? So you can only win 3 games. Can't win the 4th. Nice.
Fair enough. They should have just wished for more wishes.
Oh, yeah. See, they messed up. And they also asked to win each game individually instead of just asking to win all 4 games today as one wish. Never mind.
Get it all together. Yeah, all in one. I'd like to win all my games today. 2 more wishes.
I wish VP would lose all their games. Did VP win a game today?
They beat eHome to start the day.
Okay.
Who also have the same record as them, though.
I like that IG are fighting out to the end, though. Might as well. They still have good team fight, even if they don't have the, you know, they're still far behind. Maybe get Credo into a splitter. You know, maybe Newbie make a silly mistake. They throw the game.
Well, apparently IG beat VP when they had just the Ancient standing against them.
Ah, okay. Maybe,
So,
okay, well maybe they're the experts at it then.
2
Maybe it's
times
like
in one day?
2 racks down anime comeback, but IG have to wait until all their racks are down before they come back. I think it feels like Newbie are just waiting for this 3rd Roche here. Just get the double serpent water online. And it's going to be a really quick one actually. 30 seconds.
Fortunes change.
He's got the BKB, he's got the Mask of Madness. So far away from this Battle Fury. Ags on the Weaver. So does anybody really die?
Do you know why he's got the Battle Fury queued up, by the way?
An exceptional fight.
Quelling Blade slot?
Yes, exactly. He needs the Quelling Blade against the Nature's Prophet, so he's just going to build it into a Battle Fury. Might as well, I guess.
Could have saved a little bit of money if he did that before the Mask of Madness.
I'll be honest, I don't think he's going to finish the Battle Fury before the end of the game. I'm just going to put it out there.
Prepare to see the comeback of the century.
Cheese on Ursa, Aegis on Mugi. Faith takes the Refresher Shard as well. This is go time. Piggies come out, flying through the air. All they have to do is drop the double serpent wards here on the tier 4s. And it's the invasion.
It's the invasion of the pigs! They come into the IG's base, but meanwhile in the backwards they've got the BKB. That's going to be popping. They'll use the timeouts immediately. Rules up is the Marana now, all in trying to find an entry point, but they'll lose the Shadow Shaman, and it's not going to matter. The Serpent Wards are down. The pigs are invading. It is the year of the pig, and it's the game of the pig. And Newbee, they take the game.
The pigs are in the fire and they're all blowing up. Never mind.
I'm still watching.
Are you watching this? Are you hearing all the pig squeals?
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Is that everything?
Please,
That's all of them?
Make it stop.
So, a little bit uneventful for a last game of the day. or last game in the group stage. But Newbie played it perfectly, so you can't fault him for that.
It's also the power of the first pick Nature's Prophet as well, where like they've left it until last pick to decide whether they want to play it as a 5 or a 2. And this is why it's so important why you pick these flex picks, because it meant they could move the Nature's Prophet to mid. They realized they needed some lockdown to be able to deal with this void. Faith plays this amazing Shadow Shaman, pick it up. It was just, it felt like just a really well-rounded draft from Newbie. And I criticized their draft before, so they deserve the praise this time.
Yeah, so they finish it out. I believe that puts them at 4-3, which Vici is up against Liquid. They could also be at 4-3. That would leave 4 teams under Liquid with tiebreaker possibilities. So upper bracket's not exactly fleshed out yet. Neither is the lower bracket. So it really comes down to whether or not Vici's gonna beat Liquid. And what's the game look like right now? Liquid are picks and bans. Oh, so it just started. Okay, so that's good. I mean, you've got that last game to look forward to. It could definitely decide quite a bit here. If Vici lose, it's Newbie, RNG, EG, Liquid at the top. Vici, IG, Virtus Pro, eHome at the bottom. So that's it for us today. I mean, Virtus Pro at the bottom. The Apex Legends Pro Team, Virtus Pro at the bottom. And thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it a lot, especially when, you know, it does get down to about 9 hours of casting. It's fun to do when you guys are able to enjoy what we give you. So that's why I do it, and I'm sure that's why Mo does it, because we get to give back and really give the excitement to you guys. So that's it for us in the group stage. Back tomorrow with best of 3 starting in the playoffs, as there are 3 days left to MDL. So we'll be back tomorrow with playoffs, and move over to Beyond the Summit main channel for this last matchup between Vici and Liquid. So again, thanks. See you later.